Welcome to the 10th round of WTSS Season 7. We're at Lime Rock Park for one of the most historic road course races on the calendar. 81 laps around a road course seems like a lot, but when you circulate around this track at about 50 seconds a lap, things go by very quickly. In the past, this race has been won in the qualifying session. It is notoriously difficult to make overtakes here at Lime Rock Park. This will be a crucial qualifying session, probably one of the most important road course qualifying sessions of the entire season.
Ooh.
You see two cars going side by side out of the pits here. You don't normally see that around Lime Rock Park, and
Ooh.
Jeff McLennan showing his displeasure with being doored by Chonarong Wongzawat. Temper's already flaring in qualifying. Lime Rock Park is unique. It's probably one of the only road courses still left in the world that features a jump. And you may be wondering, how is that possible? Well, there's always been the hill through turn number 5 here at Lime Rock Park. But in a stock car, these cars have so much power that at the top of the hill, they catch a bit of air, and thus it acts as a jump.
And we love it for it.
Oh, at Lime Rock Park, the Lime Rock Park jump is one of the most difficult corners to get right on a racetrack. So we see Daniel Giroux and Fabio Vitavasa arguing for track position here.
It's going to be even harder to get track position than usual because the track's so small.
Yeah, it's only a 1.5 mile long road course. 50-second laps around here. It's going to be anybody's game. As we see the 17 of Tristan Wilhoit with a massive engine failure. That is our 9th.
Oh,
And then that's his
McLennan
teammate, Jeff McLennan, into the back of him. And Patrick
Oh, no.
Smith with nowhere to go. And we have a 3-car crash in qualifying. And 2 Maverick Motorsports cars with massive problems to begin this qualifying session.
Fortunately, they have backup cars, so
Yeah, they can get them
bring
straight
them
back
out.
out there to finish qualifying with. But that is the 9th mechanical failure of the season for Maverick Motorsports in 10 races. I just cannot believe I'm saying that. I don't know if 9th is the exact correct number, but it's up there.
I mean, they've shown speed, but they're still working out that reliability.
Alex Bignacco
It's already gone.
Alex Bignacco with an aggressive move to get past Chris Dodd to get up to speed. We'll get our ticker up on the board now. It's Eugene DeMax currently on the pole at the moment, on provisional pole with a 51.1, but those times are going to fall as the session goes on. Expect a high 50 to maybe even a mid 50 by the end of this session will be the top qualifying time. I guess it could depend on weather, but I really think we're going to be seeing people in the actual 50-second mark. Unbelievable. Jeff McLennan is already back out on the racetrack. Tristan Wilhoit is still waiting to get out there, but Jeffrey Finguy jumps up to second quickest in the 92. We're seeing some of our usual road course suspects at the front of the field. DJ Curtis, however, being on the top of the board is not something I would have picked, especially being the first sub 51 of the session, 2/10 quicker than second place Cale Tescar Jr.
Angel's up here too.
Sean Angel, your point leader. First time Sean Angel has ever led the championship in WTSS in his 7 seasons of experience. Hamilton Autosport comes this weekend with a 1-2 in the championship, with Shrimp Angritz running in second in the points. Here's another talking point. There's so much going on, I can't really keep track of it all, but the Ben Dover Racing Squad and Mitchell Carter have found a primary sponsor in Roman. Hopefully that will absolutely pick their season up and point them in the right direction. As we see Alex Bignacco nearly take the top spot away from DJ Curtis. These two are nose to tail on the racetrack, both turning wicked fast lap times. Angel improves to a 51 flat. as Cale Teskar Jr. has already come into the pits to make an adjustment on his car from the 5th position. So obviously they think that they can go even quicker. He's going into the pits right now.
I mean, you still have plenty of time right now.
Yep. Mark Nutt jumps up to 4th quickest. It's a Hamilton Autosport 3-4. Jeff McLennan.
Up to 5th.
McLennan already back out on the track and already up into now 6th place as Jeffrey Finguy jumps back up into the 4th spot. People are finding quicker and quicker times. I have a feeling that Curtis and Bignacco are not going to be the only drivers with a 50-second lap by the end of this session, as Sean Angel does a 51.001. DeMax did a 009. The margins are going to be absolutely tight as well. With a lap this short, you're going to see probably the entire top 10 separated by a tenth of a second by the end of this. Which, it's 2 tenths currently. As we see Allison Figueroa, our most recent road course winner in the pits at Watkins Glen. First career victory for her as Logan Hill puts it up into 5th with a 51.014. The top 5 separated by less than a tenth of a second here at Lime Rock Park. And there's still half the session to go. What are we looking at towards the back of the field? James Gibson and Brandon Crasta, the 2 slowest cars once again on the road courses, with Will Hoyt splitting the middle between them, but he's... Yeah, there he goes, up the order right now while I was saying that. Arnie Nugroho, the rookie, goes up into 3rd quickest with our 3rd 50.9 lap time, 50.983. Patrick Smith goes to 16th quickest. He's another one of those drivers that had to get back out there quick. William Duncan, your Willow Springs winner, goes up to 9th quickest. And even after that incident, Maverick Motorsports have, I believe, all of their cars inside the top 20. Even though 2 of them are backups right now. Yes, all of them are. In fact, Tristan Wilhoit just jumped up to 8th quickest with a 51.04.
3 of them in the top 10.
Yuki Tamura's into the pits as well. Mitchell Carter, Logan Hill.
The only one not in the top 10 is Louvier, and he's not exactly the road course person.
Nugroho improved his time, but stays 3rd. It's a 50.970 now instead of a 983. There's another one, 963, Tristan Wilhoit to 3rd quickest. Big lap. Puts it 3rd quickest after blowing an engine less than 10 minutes ago. That is crazy.
That's a funny stat.
Well, let's say Maverick Motorsports have not built Subaru have not built engines that are slow for Maverick Motorsports. That is for sure. On these road courses, they're always up in the mix. But it's like their team boss said. It's just you never are able to feel comfortable though, even with all the speed. Oof. We see people coming back out of the pits on fresh tires now. We'll see how that shakes up the order. Four drivers have done a 50.9. Everybody else have been 51.0 or higher. But crucially, William Duncan's 0.54 is the 10th quickest time, which means that almost now the top 10 are almost a tenth of a second apart, which is a crazy thing to say, but like I said at the start of the broadcast, the lap times being so short around here, it just it creeps up on you so fast. The amount of time you'll lose, even if it's just in the hundredths. There's Nugroho making another improvement to the front row, beating Benyako by 1,000th of a second on the 10th lap of those tires. By the way,
like the cars are still getting better, but they still can't reach that time set by Curtis.
11 thousandths, 12 thousandths of a second separating the top 3 in qualifying, as we see Alex Constantine leaving the pits and Bobby Frazier entering
For the
pits.
second time.
Yep. They must not be happy with the setup on that 64.
I mean, they haven't been happy with those setups the entire season. Road courses, really.
Very true. Very true. Can Nugroho go even quicker and put it on the pole? No, he can't. Not that lap. Yuki Tamura into 5th with a 50.99. She's our 5th driver in the 50s. Which means now Jeff McLennan's 51.044 is the 10th position time. And we are now, the entire field is separated by 120 thousandths. 120. 124, actually, if you want to be precise.
Just about an eighth of a second.
That's crazy. That's a single correction in the middle of a corner. Not like a sideways moment or running wide on the exit. That is a single correction's worth of time.
That's what you love about this series. Everyone is so close together, and it creates such great racing. DeMax's time is still in the top 10.
Yep, Eugene DeMax and Sean Angel have not improved since setting their times, but their times have still been good enough to maintain 6th and 7th currently. Hu Jian, this is probably going to be one of her worst road course qualifyings of the season if she stays where she is in 17th. Alex Constantine's first lap on another set of fresh tires. Cannot find an improvement. There's an improvement. Allison Figueroa splits Sean Angel and Eugene DeMax to go 7th quickest with a 51.003. We know she's been fast on the road courses this season. And that's just another moment right there.
Now the top
Cale Teskar
10 is
Jr. with a wheel failure. Cale Teskar Jr. with a tire failure.
Oh, and that's not a great
at the top of the
position
hill.
to be in.
Everybody trying to find a way past.
Oh, and that's blind.
That is a blind crest. That is crucial that everybody goes around the outside and does so. But that's going to hold up everybody who was setting a lap at that time. Yeah, every single person that had to go around the outside that lost about 2 seconds doing that. So Tescar's back into his stall. What does Figueroa do? She does another 51.0, but it's not quick enough to set any better times. Figueroa has bumped Mark Nutt down to the last spot in the top 10, which makes it a 51.021. The top 10, the benchmark to make it into the top 10, which means our top 10 is separated by 1/10 and 1,000th. 101 thousandths between them all. Ryan Reed just did a 51.06, and he's not even registered on the timing sheets. We're in the final moments of qualifying. When standby begins, they'll get another about 50 seconds to come around and set whatever laps they've already started on, and that will be qualifying. So anybody in the pits right now is forfeiting the rest of their qualifying.
Pretty much everyone's starting their final laps now.
Basically so. If you get to the line before this timer hits 0, you'll get one more lap to set. And it's unfortunate for people like Kyle Bisceglia there as Teskar comes out of the pits right in front of him. Reed does not improve. Time is expired, so that would mean that Scott Roush was the last car to get across start finish. A new best lap for Bobby Frazier puts him 36th quickest, but that's not where he would want to start, but road courses have never been that 96 team's strong suit. We're going to see the rest of them cross the line now, funnel across. Does anybody out there set an improvement? It looks like all these cars mostly are just traffic to each other.
Oh, 38th.
Does anybody crack their way into the top 10, possibly, right at the end of qualifying? Doesn't look like there's very many capable cars and drivers of doing so on push laps right now. And as this final group of cars funnels across start-finish, Ryan Reed doesn't improve. And I think he was the last one that could have contended for pole, which means DJ Curtis in the 54 car is on pole at Lime Rock Park with rookie Arnie Nugroho starting alongside of him. Alex Binyako, Tristan Wilhoit, and Yuki Tamura, the top 5. Sean Angel, Allison Figueroa, Eugene DeMax, Logan Hill, and Mark Nutt, the top 10. Then it's McLennan, Duncan, Dodd, Reed, and Finguy, the top 15. The rest of your starting order is as follows, with Carter and Gibson on the back row of the grid. This is going to be a race of making sure to make the most of every passing opportunity you are given throughout the race. It is a very difficult pass around here at Lime Rock Park, especially in a stock car. So qualifying on the pole is absolutely crucial. Qualifying up inside the top 10, absolutely crucial. But we know anything's possible. We saw William Duncan come from 14th to 1st throughout the length of the race at Willow Springs. It's not impossible. It's just a lot more difficult here at Lime Rock. But congratulations to DJ Curtis, your pole sitter here at Lime Rock Park. Let's get to the race.